My name is Jill. I'm one of Tim's favoured Friday ladies.
I'm Pauline and I'm part of the Friday Ladies, have been for the last, 30 years.
My name is Julie and I'm one of Tim's Friday Ladies. We meet every Friday because we all have the same appointments week in, week out.
When you see someone every week and you've seen them every week for 20 plus years, they become like family. I mean, I've seen some of them through husbands dying, cancer, illness, real tragedy in their lives. So if I feel I've given them something back and it's cheered their day up, then I'm doing my job really well. These girls have been a support to me throughout my career. They've followed me from pillar to post, from one salon to another. Wherever I've worked, they've come to me every Friday religiously. So they haven't supported me just in the last 18 months, they've supported me for the last 25 years. So I adore them, yeah.
So my name is Sophia Hilton and I founded This Is Not Another Salon. And we're this really beautiful, accepting, safe environment for basically a lot of people that don't necessarily feel like they fit in to the rest of the world. We have had clients that have come in with a piece of paper and written down what they want because they have so much anxiety that they can't speak what they want.
If I'm there and this person doesn't want to speak or whatever, it's fine. You have your reasons, and I'm just gonna do your hair.
We're not in a good financial position as a salon, and it's scary. It's really scary, because we're doing a great job here and we're helping people, but we rely on people supporting us, and we rely on people realising the value of what we do. And I really, really hope that those people that have not come to the salon yet, I really hope they come and they see what we could do and how we can make them feel, because I know it's worthwhile, not just for how they look, but just for their mind.
When we actually heard that we were going into lockdown, we came in and we put everything in place to prepare for hibernation. I was very scared because I wasn't sure what the future would hold. I wasn't sure how long this would be for and how long my business can go on in the house. It was just me and the children. That was really tough, really, really tough. When I needed the space, I would just go out in the balcony and lock the doors outside and just have a little cry.
I kind of enjoyed the first couple of weeks of lockdown. It was the first time I'd had time off for 5 years. But then I guess for me, that's when my ADHD symptoms really started to present themselves. I started to obviously get a little bit down, but then for me, I guess that's probably maybe, I don't know if that's my personality or whether it's part of my condition. I didn't stay down for long. I figured out what I could be doing, and for me, I realised that if you were doing charity work, you didn't have to stay at home. On top of me wanting to help people as well, so it was kind of like, for me to do charity, it was really good for me, it was really good for my mind. It was so good to get out of the house and do something for someone else. It gives you such a good sense of well-being, and I guess if the pandemic taught us anything, it's to be kind to each other.
5 years ago, he was brilliant, because I went through chemo and lost all my hair. So he was brilliant with me, because I used to still come in on a Friday because I didn't want my routine to change.
Hairdressing is just a very small part of what I do. That's what I feel with my clients anyway.
We love him, and I'm sure he loves us, so they were a pain in the bum sometimes.
I think at the start of the pandemic, it really impacted me mentally and physically, because I wasn't sleeping on a night. There was times that you were kind of thinking, well, how is this going to work? How can a business survive for even 2 weeks without cash flow coming through the doors? That kind of level of stress lies heavy on you on a night. And there's girls here who've got babies and mortgages. So for me, it was paramount that they were looked after and that they felt protected, even though sometimes I didn't know the answers myself.
People come in here for different reasons. Some people come in here because they have a hot date. Other people come in here because they have, for example, psoriasis or eczema or PCOS, just the kind of things that really affect their confidence.
I suddenly kind of had a lot of kind of hair growth on my face, and it was a lot more than natural, and it was very noticeable for, I think, other people. And obviously when people were pointing it out to me, it kind of made me feel a bit, I lost a bit of self-esteem there.
Sugaring is a technique that comes from the Middle East. It's natural, it's vegan, it's just water, lemon and sugar. And Cleopatra used to be a fan, and back then a hairless body was synonymous with wealth and prosperity. So you can imagine what people did. They want to get rid of all their body hair.
Going in, I was very nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I was obviously very young, and I was, giving someone full control over my whole face.
And we're lucky. We've got a job where we get to be actually tactile with people. This is something we don't really talk about very much, but human touch is so important. And actually, COVID or no COVID, I'm happy I get to touch someone every day, because sometimes I'm the only person that person has touched in weeks, if not months. That's a privilege. It doesn't really matter about money. The main thing is about service. And it's service that will make you sleep at night. It's service that you'll care about on your deathbed. It's service that will give you that sense of self-worth. And you can only get it through caring for other people. And it's something that's really taken me, I guess.
The first time I came here, it was when I still it was very early in the days when I started to understand more about myself. During the quarantine, I really came to an understanding of my sexuality, my gender, and my being. And it was the first time I really interacted with someone using, new pronouns, and I really felt like at home. Like, it's like, I love this place.
I hope that they go away feeling 20 times better than what they did when they came in. Not just physically, but mentally, definitely for me.
There are times when you feel low or things happen, problems arise. And I can sometimes feel low when I come in. But when I've had my hair done and had a chat, I don't feel low going out. It seems to raise my spirits. I think I'll be coming when I'm in a wheelchair, probably, or someone's pushing me. Well, hopefully, anyway, because there's one thing I've always wanted to keep is my hair and my teeth, really. Apart from, because what's the use of, getting dressed up if you've got no hair or teeth? No.
For me, coming back to the salon's been amazing. After the first lockdown, we really thought that it was game over, and we really thought that we would have had to shut our doors. So I guess coming back, it's been like a new lease of life, and it's really nice when you come into work and, you just see that name in your diary and it just changes your day, and it's just that custom that you've been doing for 5 years. For me, it's like a balance of going to work and being creative and obviously giving people something that makes them feel better about themselves, but also being a listening ear for customers that maybe don't have someone to talk to.
The first time I went back to the salon and saw Tim, it was just going back to old times, going back 12 months, really. I thought, we're almost back to normal.
I think we've got to continue to live our lives and not just lose it all because of the virus, because we've lost so much. Shops, everything, I'm not going to like the world we're going to live in if that happens.
When you go to a hair salon, it's more than just a haircut. You're supporting people that do more than just style your hair. They listen to people. They're integral parts of the community that, give back. So for me, if you're gonna look after anyone, go support your local hairdressers and your beauticians.
You're welcomed and made to feel special. Because after all, that's why you come to the hairdressers, isn't it? Because you want to feel special when you walk out, think, great, here we go for another week.
Coming out, I didn't even know how to explain, I just felt like it was like a miracle, like someone had kind of transformed my face. I genuinely felt like a new person. My skin was glowing, I got loads of compliments, and I just felt super confident, literally straight after my appointment.
Our clients bring us a lot of joy, Everybody's an individual and everybody has their story, so that I think makes working in the beauty industry so rewarding.
The salon is a safe place, and we're all completely clued up on how to keep you safe, and we're coming to the tail end of this now. So, my advice to anyone, or my request to you all, would be, if you love your hairdresser, get back in the salon more often, because we need you as well, definitely.
The community has been absolutely amazing. We all thought of each other as a family, and you had clients buying gift vouchers when we were closed. Why? Because they wanted to support you. They wanted to have some money in the bank for when you're open, or for you to be able to pay these overheads. I think this played a big role on my businesses being able to stay strong and be back on full force.
If you can afford to go to your salon, like, please go. It's so important you support these. You have no idea how many calls I've taken from people's businesses collapsing. And most importantly, buy your retail from them. This is the number one thing I can say. It's a difference in £2 or £3 for whether you can get a little deal on the internet here or there. £2 or £3 will stop your local salon collapsing. It makes such a huge difference. And if there's one thing I'd say to do, is please buy your products from us too.
Get out there, support your local hairdressers and shops.